Atlas.
You speak the true.
Oh my god! Dad's in Cloud Atlas!
I'm in Cloud Atlas! What's Cloud Atlas?
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times Rick and Morty parodied pop culture.
This head won't go away until Earth shows them it's got a hit song.
For this list, we'll be looking at infamous moments the animated sci-fi comedy franchise paid homage to pop culture, such as films, TV shows, people, and other delights. If Rick Sanchez and Marvel's Reed Richards entered a science festival, who would win? Let us know below. Number 10. Doc and Marty. Before Rick and Morty parodied Back to the Future, there was the real animated adventures of Doc and Marty.
My kite's in the tree, Doc. I hate this stupid tree. I'm so sad.
Don't be sad, Marty. We'll go back in time, and we'll make sure that your kite doesn't get stuck in the tree.
Created in 2006 by Justin Roiland, this collection of shorts had a lot more of a lewd interpretation of the sci-fi duo. Rick and Morty has nodded to this previous inspiration a couple of times. One incident was in the episode Big Trouble in Little Sanchez. With Tiny Rick having issues, Summer notices his disturbing drawing.
Look at his art, Morty!
I've got an emo streak. It's part of what makes me so rad.
Why does it say, "Help me, Morty and Summer"?
His self-portrait bears an uncanny similarity to Roiland's past project. Speaking of the show's creators that had their previous work mentioned, Dan Harmon's Community was also showcased in autoerotic assimilation.
Can't believe you created a whole show for me. Now cancel it. Okay, now put it back on. Alright, I'm bored.
Number 9. Dota. With a show about sci-fi shenanigans, robot fights were always going to be featured. And the perfect place for one was in The Ricks Must Be Crazy. With Rick and Zeep clashing heads, the duo is trapped in the wilderness of the Teenyverse.
Don't make things worse, Rick. He's not gonna destroy your universe. You know, we needed to start our car.
So, what are two brawling scientists set to do with no technology? Make rustic wooden weapons. At one point, they battle each other with low-tech mechs.
Why do you think I'm even here?
Well, the lead prop designer of the show, Brent Knoll, mentioned in his blog that the design for Zeep's machine was inspired by the Dota video game series. In particular, the character of Timbersaw. With the rounded control area, it's easy to see the connection. Shame Zeep didn't have a massive saw, though.
Oh, I thought we were both here because I created a universe of idiots.
Number 8. Jimmy McMillan. 2010 was a bizarre and entertaining time for New York's political scene. And of course, we're talking about one iconic person in particular, Jimmy McMillan.
Once again, why? You said it, the rent is too damn high.
Running under his own group, the Rent is Too Damn High Party, the eccentric politician campaigned for that year's gubernatorial election. During a debate, he regularly responded to questions with his slogan, which turned McMillan into a meme.
People started making memes about me, but I didn't know this was going on until now when I'm turning the channels every day.
Unfortunately, he didn't win the election. Rick and Morty decided to nod to the iconic McMillan during the Ricklantis Mix-Up episode. One of the presidential candidates, Rick Guilt Rick, looks a lot like the New York politician with his fantastically styled beard, tailored suit, and black gloves.
Gentlemen, I think we can all agree on one thing. Well, it came out as two things, but you get the idea.
Number 7. Gravity Falls. Since the show began, a fan theory was birthed into existence that Rick and Morty takes place in the same universe as Gravity Falls.
Hey, bro! Yeah! Look what I got!
Yay, a filthy green bottle.
After all, the Disney cartoon was created by Alex Hirsch, a good friend of Justin Roiland. So the animators of Rick and Morty have stoked the rumor fires by adding references to Hirsch's show. In the end credits of the Gravity Falls episode, Society of the Blind Eye, Stan loses a notepad, a pen, and a mug to the portal.
Every day it's getting stronger.
As a fun nod to this moment, as Rick and Morty are escaping Citadel security in closer encounters of the Rick kind, they open up a load of portals. one of the holes spits out Stan's lost items.
They could have gone into any one of these.
Number 6. Cloud Atlas. The episode Rixty Minutes gave us the origin of the amazing interdimensional cable, providing the Smith family a smorgasbord of TV programs to take in, for better or worse.
What in the hell?
I agree. Where's this going?
No, the other thing, go back!
One of the first channels they tune into has Jerry as a famous actor on a Letterman-esque talk show.
It's a pleasure to have you.
The pleasure's all mine.
Letterman from a timeline where Jerry's famous.
Later, we see a clip of him filling in for Tom Hanks on Cloud Atlas. The Smith family soon makes comments mocking the film's lack of notoriety. However, the Cloud Atlas dialogue is pretty spot on in the parody.
Sometimes small true, different than the big true.
It also makes us wonder if Jerry has replaced Hanks in everything. These are the things that keep us up at night. Number 5. Fantastic Four. As Rick and Morty arrive on the Citadel and meet the Council of Ricks from across the multiverse, Marvel fans might have experienced a little deja vu.
What say you, Earth Rick C-137? You think I did this? Why am I the first Rick you pull in every time a Rick stubs his toe? You have a history of non-cooperation with the Council.
And for good reason. The idea is seemingly influenced by the Fantastic Four line of comics. In 2009, the Interdimensional Council of Reeds concept was introduced. Similar to the Ricks, the Reeds are different versions across the multiverse. As such, there are bizarre variants of Mr. Fantastic, like Charles Xavier Reed, Morbidly Obese Reed, Rock Gargoyle Reed, and so on. Also, the Council of Reeds gets obliterated just like the Ricks.
What the hell is that? Payback.
The only difference is the lack of multiversal Morty-esque sidekicks. Fingers crossed we get the introduction of a Herbie army in Marvel. Number 4. Lucky Charms. For some reason, there seems to be a theme where cereal mascots try to keep their prized breakfast away from desperate children, or the other way around, like with Trix and Lucky Charms.
Uh-oh, those kids are after me, Lucky Charms!
The latter was one of the parodies used in the interdimensional cable in Rixty Minutes. In the commercial, we see an apprehensive Top Hat Jones talking about his strawberry smiggles.
I'm keeping them all for me. Last bite. Oh, now they're all resting comfortably in my stomach.
Gross name aside, the cereal is seemingly what psychotic kids crave. After eating a bowl, Jones is grabbed by emotionless children. They then split him open and eat what he had already consumed. It's pretty grim.
Jeez, Rick, oh my god. That's some pretty hardcore stuff for a cereal commercial.
Well, Morty, you want to sell boxes of cereal, you gotta pump the gas a little. Pedal to the metal, Morty.
But we also wonder what the cereal tastes like, since it must be pretty amazing if kids are willing to do this to get to them. Number 3. Doctor Who. Like Back to the Future, another franchise that's obviously influential throughout Rick and Morty is Doctor Who.
So I was thinking we could set you up in Jerry's man cave. Oh, that's okay. I'll sleep in my car. It's got a TARDIS thing going on bigger on the inside. Dad calls it hack, but my soaking tub begs to differ.
All we need is a regenerating Rick, a spaceship shaped like a police box, and British accents to get the full effect. But there is a moment in Rick and Morty that makes the parody super obvious, and it's not in the show. What? In issue 19 of the Rick and Morty comic, we're introduced to the suited and hat-wearing Peacock Jones. He travels around with Summer. However, Jones then makes a pass at her. When he's rejected, he becomes a nice guy and rants about this being the payoff for Summer being his travel companion. Gross. Number 2. Jack and the Beanstalk. It's not just film and TV franchises that get to be a Rick and Morty pop culture parody. Even Fables can get in on the action.
Excuse me, we are two humble heroes in search of adventure.
Oh my god, so embarrassing.
At last, two heroes! You must help us.
With most of the Smiths coping with Mr. Meeseeks being out of control, Rick and Morty are in a fairy tale world that draws inspiration from Jack and the Beanstalk. After all, they take out a giant just like Jack.
You're little, you're down on your luck, you think, hey, he's a giant. Why don't we break into his home, rob him, and murder him?
But that's not how it went down!
Oh, well, it's going down like that. You're both going down like that.
Only their experience is more horrifying, and they also get the taste of consequences since they were arrested. Then, the bean part of Beanstalk comes in the form of King Jellybean, the gross royal that attempts to assault Morty in the bathroom.
Everything's going fine. I just gotta relax and go with the flow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he gets his justice in the form of a laser blast from Rick. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Talent shows. In one form or another, the human race has been plagued by a burden for years. Talent shows. Whether it's American Idol, The Voice, Britain's Got Talent, or something else, they all left their sticky smudge on our collective culture.
A giant head has entered Earth's gravity, triggering climate change and natural disasters
We thought were impossible for at least another 8 years.
As such, Rick and Morty poked fun at them in Get Swifty, with the floating, doom-inducing heads demanding, "Show me what you got." Rick and Morty need to perform musical numbers to impress their merciless aliens.
You gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here.
After all, the talented musicians have all perished, except literal Ice-T. If the duo fails, the Earth gets wrecked by the Cromulons. So, slightly more at stake than experiencing Simon Cowell's shame-inducing zingers.
I like what you got. Good job.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.